We are continuing to track the latest inputs and developments from the ground. Now, Donald Trump has now landed in New Jersey, especially after his attack. These are the latest inputs that we are tracking at this point of time. Donald Trump earlier this morning had also pointed out and sent out a short email to his supporters suggesting that he will not back out and he continues to remain safe. Now, remember, the attack on former President Donald Trump has sent shockwaves across the nation and the world, sparking a widespread condemnation and calls for unity. Now, as the investigation continues and more details emerge, we continue to bring you the latest. Right now, what we are tracking at the moment is that Donald Trump has now landed in New Jersey. Now, joining us on the broadcast is our colleague Akanksha. Very good morning, Akanksha. Thank you so much for speaking to us. What more details do we have, and especially with Donald Trump landing in New Jersey, and why is he heading to New Jersey?
Right, Kohira, at the moment, the focus is completely on what has just happened, in fact, in Pennsylvania. As far as the entire rally is concerned, the investigation is still being carried out. A lot of unanswered questions, one that, in fact, mark a dark and dangerous new chapter for American politics. A spray of bullets, remember, being raised at a former president, that too when he was addressing his Pennsylvania rally as presidential nominee for U.S. presidential election of 2024. All these questions remain unanswered. Now the focus, of course, is shifting to the Republican National Convention. He has very much arrived in New Jersey, and we know that on Monday he is going to be addressing the RNC in Milwaukee, where, of course, security cover is also bound to get more tightened. But the fact of the matter is that as far as the U.S. Secret Service security cover to Donald Trump is concerned, he was granted one in 2015. That was already strengthened back then. Right. Where did the lapses happen? Why wasn't adequate security cover present at the time of the rally? This, if you especially go by the eyewitness accounts, the shooter was present roughly at a 15-meter distance from the podium of Donald Trump. There are eyewitness accounts that are now trickling in of how people were very much aware. They had spotted the shooter, and in fact, he was seen with a loaded rifle. The law enforcement present over there, the police, were very much intimated by the attendees over there of the rally. And in fact, some eyewitness accounts are now indicating that the police did not pay much heed to whatever intimations were being done by all those who were present at the rally. Henceforth, a lot of answering to be done, not just by the local law enforcement which was present over there, but as I highlighted, the U.S. Secret Service as well. Even though the presidential nominee Donald Trump has thanked the U.S. Secret Service for their rapid response, for being able to protect his life. Remember, there has been an attendee who's already lost his life. 2 more are injured. Yes, the shooter has been neutralized. He's a deceased now. But questions remain unanswered. The fact of the matter is the impact of this is going to be manifold. As I said, the Republicans have already started now training their guns, even though there's a bipartisan condemnation of this entire incident. They are now accusing the Democrats, the left part of the government in U.S. itself for sort of fanning this kind of polarized rhetoric, which you will see will also be a part of the political rhetoric that now shapes up after this disturbing, heinous act.
Right, Akanksha, I'll request you to stay with us on the broadcast as Siddhant is also joining us, who's been getting us all the latest developments and analysis in the entire Trump attack. Siddhant, a very good morning once again. We are hearing that Trump's Secret Service protection was recently strengthened, and like Akanksha was also pointing it out, can you tell us more about the specific threats that led to the increase in security measures and how the current Biden government will be held responsible in this entire event unfolding?
Well, look, he got the security cover when he came into the limelight and he was running for the office for the first time. Since then, his security cover was intact, was maintained by the government of United States. And in fact, recently it was strengthened given he would be more exposed to the public, to people, given election season around the corner in the United States. That decision was taken to strengthen his security cover. Now, usually the Secret Service personnel roam around with the tactical weapons and all kinds of protocol in place when it comes to the campaign events of the candidates, especially candidates like Donald Trump and President Biden. But this time around, it looks like there was a lapse. Given what eyewitnesses are telling us is that they did flagged it off to the Secret Service officers and to the law enforcement officers there on ground about this person who was on the rooftop with a rifle in his hands. But nobody from the law enforcement teams did try to ask this person to get down or try to engage this person. So there were prima facie, it looks like that there were the lapse was, and because of which this attempt or assassination attempt took place. Now, right now, FBI is looking into the matter. They are doing the thorough investigation of the matter. They have not come up with the identity of the shooter. They say that unless they are 100% sure about it, they are not going to announce the identity. We still don't know what group he is affiliated to, from where did he get arms. All we have is his photographs that are being circulated on social media platforms. All we know that he was a Trump hater. But as far as the motive is concerned, that is yet to be established. This is what FBI has to say in the last press briefing, which took place almost an hour back. So we have to wait for another press briefing by FBI to get to know the exact reason, motive behind this assassination attempt, and is there any group involved, and where did this person get arms from. So this will come up in the course of investigation. But this election is is the highly polarized election, given the atmosphere in the United States at this point in time. Any which ways, Trump was leading the race to the White House, and this particular incident will give him an edge over President Biden, that is for sure. And we have also been told that President Biden has cut short his visit to Delaware. He has returned to White House so that he can get routine briefings from the law enforcement teams and the FBI regarding the development in the case. So it is definitely a political setback for Democrats, but also a dent on the reputation of United States of America. The way the world leaders are concerned and condemning this violence act, and also the gun culture, which will again come in question in the public domain. More than 32% of the Americans own guns. So that has always been the matter of concerns, given the kind of shootouts that we get to hear happening in America now and then. So this particular assassination attempt could also be linked to the gun culture. Let's see how developments take place in this entire matter. But right now, Trump has gone to New Jersey. He has landed in New Jersey, and he will continue with his earlier schedule of holding campaign events, etc. Back to you.
Right, Siddhant.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.